yell at each other and stuff
Couple more.
for
I
4
think we're
hours
gonna
a
post
night.
these on YouTube
Shouldn't you
in
be doing
threes,
drugs and getting
probably?
laid? Isn't that more fun than screaming about Kamala Harris?
Okay.
Isn't this a weird way to spend your young adulthood?
It is, yeah.
The human truths are so much deeper than just politics. Whenever I see somebody, like, it's all the same type of freaks, and it's just young guys in suits with these vacant looks in their eyes, and they got a photo with Trump or a photo with Biden, and you're all just, yeah, and I guess it's necessary because that's the next generation of fucking people that are gonna come and ruin the country. But you know what's the pitch for Joe Biden?
Oh, man. I mean, do you want me to go down the list?
Go down the list.
All right. I won't go into detail on each one, but I think generally his presidency has been incredibly successful in terms, like, one of the most productive presidents in modern American history, undoubtedly.
What?
American Rescue Plan, the Bipartisan Infrastructure Deal, the Bipartisan Safer Communities Act, the PACT Act, the CHIPS Act, the Inflation Reduction Act, rejoining the Paris Climate Accord, rejoining the WHO, historic judicial nominees, first black woman on the Supreme Court, the child tax credit,
But I mean, I bet
capping insulin at $35
by the way,
Medicare.
First black woman on the Supreme Court. What? Like, I'm that's good.
I mean, but she's also, like, aside from that, just putting an extremely qualified nominee on the Supreme Court. I mean,
okay, but say that. Say.
I think it's a combination of things.
Say, like, a first black woman who's an amazingly qualified, you know?
And we've spoken. And
otherwise, we're just checking boxes. It doesn't seem to make sense.
Well, I've spoken to her qualifications.
I think he's been one of the,
the point is that she is obviously
objectively one of the worst
presidents
presidents we've ever.
So it's like, do you want qualified people? Like, political ideology aside, do you want qualified people, or do you just want people who are going to rule?
Brett Kavanaugh's qualified. Amy Coney Barrett's qualified. You may disagree with them.
Amy Coney Barrett is nowhere near as qualified like Ketanji Brown Jackson.
Well, listen. Well, define qualifications in that sense.
Just time served. Like, Amy Coney Barrett only had a very short amount of time actually serving as a judge, whereas Ketanji Brown Jackson had far more experience. Worked more in the field prior to being a judge. And her opinions were more consistent. Like, Amy Coney Barrett had a lot of, like, inconsistencies.
Well, now we're politicizing it. So
we're
just going to go with but whatever. So all of these things, the CHIPS Act, the American Rescue Plan.
That's right.
Okay, we do have massive inflation.
That's right.
We have an economy that is by I think the admission of Democrats doesn't work for everybody, right? I mean, this is something they keep. What has Biden really done to help people who are really struggling, whose kids do not have, maybe enough food to eat, or because it seems like a lot of the same policies. It's just a very similar, kind of establishment Democrat, middle of the road guy. I mean, we still have a lot of people, millions and millions of them without health care, right? I mean, we still have, we have vast chasms of income inequality, which I imagine will persist, right?
Yep.
Joe Biden has he done anything to back down, these mega corporations from kind of eating everybody?
I mean, yeah, like he, worked to cap insulin at $35 with Eli Lilly, right? That was a big win for, like, pharmaceuticals.
Okay.
Unemployment's the lowest it's been in 54 years. Inflation's gone down 7 or 8 months in a row or whatever, right? So I think it's about the fact that we're stepping in the right direction. And again, comes back to the point that, like, Trump and that, like, side of politics is, like, not the right direction. Like, we need to start moving toward sane people, and we can get to fixing those issues down the road.
Is it sane to have a proxy war with Russia and the Ukraine? Is it sane to have a foreign policy that pushes China and Russia closer together? Is it sane